How's it going, everyone? I'm C-Dub and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the G29 foot brake mod. So basically, as you can see, I'm going to be undoing all the screws around the foot pedal base plate. So basically all you need to do is undo the screws all around. They're the small screws, not the big ones, and not the black ones. Also, there are two smaller screws underneath the gripper rod, so you need to push the gripper rod forwards, the little hatch, and there's two screws there. Take them out and the whole top of the base plate should just come off. After that, you're going to need an Allen key that's 3.5mm, and this will take off the plates for the pedals. When you're doing this, make sure that you're putting a lot of force into the screws and make sure they're seated properly, and turn them slowly because they sometimes sound like they're going to crack. And if you don't push it in far enough, you can round these screws off, so just be really careful when you're doing this. And as you see on the throttle side, the screws are smaller, so don't get them mixed up with the others. When lifting the plate off, make sure you don't pull it because it's attached at the back, so you just have to undo the little screw at the back there. Be really careful not to tug on these wires as well, because you could pull one off or break one. Once you've done that, if you've got an Allen key that will fit, the position of it's quite hard, but if you've got an Allen key that's not like mine, it's just a normal size one, you don't have to do this step. You don't have to take the screws out the back here to release the foot brake. You can just skip ahead if you've got an Allen key that fits in there. So the Allen key that I used was, I think, a 5mm, if not it's 6. If you're doing it like I'm doing, then make sure when you lift the brake out, you're not tugging on the wires. They're really small, really thin, so they could break. You're also going to need a 10mm spanner to hold the nut the other side. Once you've done that, the pin in the middle will come out, but make sure you pull the brake in slightly to release it, and hold it as well, because it might ping off. I just took my 5p out of there, well, 2 of them, because I added that to make the brake stiffer, and then put the rubber mount back into the brake which it came with, so this is back to factory now. I tighten everything back up, just hand tight, you don't need to over tighten this. Check to feel the brake, didn't like the factory settings, so I ended up actually taking that out and getting rid of the little rubber bit that goes in the spring. I did this because I like the feeling like this, and I'm drifting, so I don't really need that much response on that, because the way I have it set up in my game, the Assetto Corsa, I've got it quite sensitive in there, so I don't have to push the brake that hard. So once you've done that, it's basically just putting it back in. So screw your foot plate back in. You don't have to do these screws up really tight, not yet. You can do that all at the end, just get it in place so it's not moving around. Make sure you don't get any of these wires trapped in the brake, the clutch or the accelerator, and try not to get them pinched when you put this top plate back on, because you will end up just going through the wires. There's a little bit at the back where the wire's supposed to go, it feeds through, so make sure you get that exactly right so you don't pinch it. If it feels like it's hard to push back in, then you've got something stuck in the way, so take it out again and then reinstall it. Then all you do is just put the screws back in, tighten them up, and you're good to go once you put the pedals back on. And also with these screws, try not to over tighten them because you might crack them. You might crack the plastics in them. They just need to be tight enough so nothing moves around. And then check to see if you're pinching anything, see if you can feel anything snagging. Put the plates back on, and that's it, that's all done. I hope this helped. If anyone's thinking of doing it, then I hope the video does help. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments and stuff like that, and I'll get back to you straight away. I've done this twice now with this, and I've not come up with any problems. Nothing's broken for me. So just take your time. If you get stuck, pause the video, go back, do it again. And I hope it works for you. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you next time.